All right, so Mike, I thought we could try something new on the channel here and do a little something unscripted and just have some random topics from the past week that are travel focused. And this will be a lot more of the listeners getting a chance to hear what our conversations sound like when we don't have a specific topic.
I think they're going to hear more about how you still need to coach me through my credit card points journey.
It is
I think that's what it
it is
is.
definitely mutually beneficial. So without further ado, the other day we were talking about you were looking into your wife's perhaps long lost free night certificate with Hilton, potentially
Yeah,
$800 you may have missed out on.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so where's that at?
yeah. Let me just give a little
Yeah, for
backstory. So
sure.
in 2019, we opened the Hilton Surpass card, and at that time, don't quote me exactly, but the sign-on bonus was something like 150,000 points plus a free weekend night, and that seemed like a really good deal. So we opened it, met the spend requirements, we got the bonus points, we got the free weekend night, and we had tried to book this a few times. Once was January of 20, once was, I don't know, called summer of 20, once was fall of 20, and then another fall of 20. And due to the pandemic, we just kept having to push it back, push it back.
Yeah.
Um, and then due to kind of our neglect, we kind of let that go and kind of forgot about it. And the other day, a couple months ago, actually, my wife got an email saying your free weekend night has been extended. We're like, oh, that's awesome. It's just always awesome to get something for free. So our anniversary is in December. We're like, that could be kind of fun to use down in Chicago. There's a Waldorf Astoria, so pretty expensive room. That we're like, we could book it for a Saturday night. They have availability. And when I went to call, they said that they had no record of my free weekend night. I was on the phone with Hilton, and then I was on the phone with American Express, just trying to kind of figure it out. And it's
Right,
not like it
right.
was a general email that went to us. It was like this free weekend night was sent to you. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where we're at as of today.
Oh, so you haven't had a chance to really follow up on it much more?
Not yet,
Okay.
no.
So I would say one thing for someone who's listening is Hilton, I think, is a little bit odd with their free night certificates, and they are only sent to you an email with a code. It's not like you can log into your Hilton account, see the certificate, book it directly on the website. You have to call, you have to use your email certificate, and it is something that can easily be lost, something you can forget about when you are booking. I will say their customer service is good if you have all the applicable information. I currently have two free night certificates because of the whole COVID and extending when they expire, which is really good on Hilton for doing that. And when I called, the lady, the customer representative, was not only smart enough but helpful enough to say, obviously, you want to use the one that expires sooner, which was actually the one that was issued later. But yeah, so again, don't forget about that. Track your bonuses and know what you have left to spend, and because yeah, otherwise you're possibly throwing. I mean, the other thing I would say about that free night certificate is it's good at any Hilton that has a standard room. So even their top of the line has standard rooms, and those can be like 800, 1,000,
Mm-hmm.
$1,200 a night. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
places I would never spend the cash or even the points on, but I would definitely use it for that free night certificate. So good luck to you. We'll follow up on that in another episode. Um, so something I've been working on, I've been helping a friend. I've done this in the past, but for a different guy, plan a trip for his family to Disney. And this guy I worked with years ago, we kind of keep in touch, but you know, listening to the show, and he had sparked an interest in him because he thought, hey, I can do better than this 1% I'm getting from my credit union for all my credit card spend. And he wanted to take his family to Disney, so he reached out and asked how I could help him, put that together. And he's not looking to take his family for like 2.5 years, but it's really never too early to start planning.
No.
And so he's got in the Southwest, which had a great elevated bonus. I think sign up bonus of 60,000. I just reminded him it's time to send that referral over to his wife. Unfortunately, Southwest only has a 40,000 sign up bonus right now, but he'll still get 10,000 for the referral. They have 2 kids, so 70 plus 40 plus the spend. They should have at least 115, 120,000 points to book for a round trip. That shouldn't be an issue at all.
Hey,
Yeah.
Paul, did you like walk him through it, or did you kind of send him to our videos? I was just curious, like,
Yep. So
how helpful those were.
yeah. So he was really diligent. He watched all the videos.
Okay.
I think we have 4 or 5 in the series about going to Disney. Flights and lodging, and then he watched a couple of the other ones about credit score. Some real common questions that people have, but then we had a conversation on the specifics, and I tell you all this because he's down with the 2 Hilton cards and the 2 Southwest cards, and again that'll pay for like 70% of his trip, so he'll get a huge discount. But I may have scared him off because the Chase Sapphire has that 100,000 elevated bonus, and there's like the Flex card that gets you a $500 bonus, and because he does have so much time, I was like, hey, you got a couple different options here. You could have up to, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but up to $2,800 of cash in available points to actually pay for that trip, and you could actually end up paying $0 out of pocket. But again, that brings it to the next level. It includes opening up to like 3 more cards. So he's chewing on that because he does have time. He does have space in his 5 cards per 24 months. So hopefully I didn't scare him off too bad. But we'll have to get some guests on here of other people that we've helped in the past. And yeah. So
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'd be interested how that works out. I hope he has a fun time and
Yep.
all the strategies work for him.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool, like through the channel to have people reach out that I haven't talked to in a while and being able to help them, help them help themselves, and we get a little bit of kickback in the referral points, but it's pretty minor. We just got done recording an episode about American Airlines that gains us nothing in referrals, but if we can help people out, awesome, right?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So back to Hilton. In your other channel, which I believe is called the Kouple of Korsys, maybe you can throw the link up.
Yes.
But I know I was watching you do a lot of room reviews, and the most recent one that I saw on there was your Hilton room in Oahu, and it looked amazing. But you had mentioned that you didn't book with Hilton for those points. I was curious, how did you book that, and like lessons learned on that?
Yeah. So that was the Hilton. I think it's called like the Hilton Waikiki Beach.
Yeah.
And that room or that trip, we had previously stayed at another Hilton on the Big Island, so we kind of burned most of our Hilton points.
Yeah, in Kona, right?
In Kona,
Yeah.
correct. Also, a wonderful Hilton I would recommend. But we had some Chase points left just because of the whole COVID thing. We have tons of points because we kept earning but weren't spending in 2020. So we went through the Chase portal. They have that Ultimate Rewards portal that recently, I think it was Expedia had bought them, so it really opened up a lot more selections. And we saw that the Hilton Waikiki Beach was on there. And since we have the Sapphire Reserve, we kind of get a little better kicker. We can book the rooms on points 50% less than maybe like the rack or the like what that cash price would be. So we compared that to what it would be for cash on the Hilton site, and I was like, this is a good deal, let's do it. So we booked 2 nights at the Hilton Waikiki Beach on our Chase points. Since we have the Hilton Surpass card, we thought we'd still get free breakfast and wouldn't have to pay the resort fees because we have those perks with that card. When we went to check in, we found out we had to pay the resort fee, which was fine. It makes sense because we didn't book.
Interesting. Good to know, though. Yeah.
Correct. But the other thing that we were kind of bummed about is if you are a gold member, which you obtain when you have the Hilton Surpass card, you get breakfast for free. Or in Hawaii, they were doing like a $10 per day per person credit. We were not able to receive that credit due to us not booking the hotel on points through Hilton website itself. So it's just something else that we learned. I guess that it was nice that we got the room for free, but we still had a few more things we had to had to spend cash on.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Moving on to another topic, so Chase Sapphire, both the preferred and the reserve are both holders of that card and have gotten many benefits from it. So in the past week, there's new bonuses in the spending,
I
and
saw that.
yeah, and a couple of different changes. And I won't go through all of the different categories that they changed, but there was a couple other things that I found to be pretty interesting. One is there's a 10% back on your points every year after your anniversary. So, if you spent $25,000 in purchases and let's say you earned 1%, um, you would also get an additional. This is confusing. If you earned 1%, right? So you would have got 25,000 points. On the anniversary, you'd get 10% additional, so another 2,500 points. Which, hey, more points I can get, all the better.
Yep.
And the other thing I just stumbled across today is they've now added Aeroplan, which is Air Canada, as a transfer partner, and they have some great redemptions. So that's another thing I'm going to keep in the back of my mind when I'm looking to book some airfare, and the flexibility of using those Chase Sapphire points.
Stay tuned. This might be a future video topic I'm sensing.
Yeah, a couple of these I think could turn into that. The other thing is for all those people who are have like some of these cards, specifically the Southwest. You would earn 10,000 points on the referral, up to 50,000 points in a year, basically saying you can get 5 referrals a year, which that can be lucrative. They've now increased it, Mike, to 20,000 points, and I believe up to 100,000 max points earned on referral. So that's,
what can that get me?
You know what? You took that was exactly what I thought.
Okay.
That could easily get you one round trip. One single referral can easily get you a round trip from Milwaukee, which is where we live, to Orlando and back. So just to put that into four referrals are just going to get you 4 round trips for your entire family. Well, my entire family. So, anything else?
No, I think this has been a good kind of start of just an informal discussion. A lot of good info that we've kind of come across.
Yeah. So if you like this content, check out our other videos. Check out Mike's other channel. And we'll throw some referrals in the bottom. So if you like it and you're interested, any questions, comments, anything specific, personal to you, reach out to us, and we'll follow up. So take care, and thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks. We'll see you in the next one.
Yep, bye.